So I was going through and thinking about it while I was going through all my computer parts department and realized the last time I bought a monitor brand new was in 2009. Prior to that was 2007, and that is the only two times that I've ever bought a monitor brand new. And the 2007 was an Acer that I still have and still use. It's actually down in the basement attached to the server rack. The 2009 was an Acer that I still have, but the power button wore out, and quotes to repair it have been in the $300 to $500 range, and it's just not been worth it to pay to have it recycled when I might eventually someday be able to find somebody that can fix it or learn how to fix it. Um, but today, for the first time in 9 years, no, 11 years, we did not buy a monitor at Goodwill. We did not have a monitor given to us, but we have bought a brand new 4K 28-inch monitor, and it is this beautiful, heavy beast right here. So, one of the reasons I have not bought a brand new monitor in 11 years is because, while many people consider the 1080 resolution to be a dying resolution, I don't feel the need to buy another 1080 monitor, but I also don't feel the need to spend $400 on a 1440p or a 4K unit. I don't game on my computer. It's for productivity and other things. Movie watching, very, very rarely I might play Forza on it, which will load up for a demo for this to see how this does do with that. So it's very difficult for me to justify a monitor versus a 43-inch 4K TV that's $280. So I've just stuck with what I had, and if I need more size, I'll plug it to a TV and not worry about it. But this is the Asus VP28U. This is a 28-inch 4K full Ultra HD monitor. 1 millisecond response time. It is FreeSync enabled. And the reason that I went ahead and got this was because Newegg had this on sale for $250. At that price point, it was worth it to jump in at the next level of monitor. So, let's see if that is something that we regret. Opening the box, I can tell you the first thing that I don't like about it. Nowhere on this, actually I believe in the description it did say it did not include cables. So I have a DisplayPort cable coming that did not come the same day as this, didn't come today either. So it's at least 2 days behind. So this is nice that we'll have DisplayPort and HDMI cables included. DisplayPort is what we'll be using. Manuals, stand, flat stand. I wish the ones with the really cool triangular stands would come down to a price that I can justify, but they're just not there yet. And a power cord, which, believe it or not, I actually do not have as many of these as I once did or thought I did. So that's got some good weight to it. Package. We have our actual monitor all beautifully racked up. That's not bad size though. It's actually not that bad even for as small as this desk is, and I'm not sure that my new one will be much bigger. This is cool. Cool. I guess we're all toolless here, but Alright, so I'm really happy with how easy it is. It's just one screw underneath and it's a permanently attached screw, so you don't even really have to use a screwdriver or find any hardware for it. It's got one of those little clips on the bottom, you just turn it and that's it. So I don't know if we'll have a peel, but we'll at least get this enjoyment. So its full name is the VP28U. It is classified as a gaming monitor. Ultra HD 4K, 1 millihertz, 1 millisecond, 2 HDMI, eye care, wall mountable, FreeSync. And we'll get a little bit of feel there, but I do not actually see anything on it itself. Back there, we have power. Do we have signal? Ooh, I like that. I've tried to use a DisplayPort with this computer, a DisplayPort cable with this computer once before and couldn't get it to work, but that was on the 970, not the 1660, and we're up. Awesome. And of course, right away, what's the first thing it does? Razer Synapse needs an update. Why wouldn't it? The nice thing is that this is not HDR compatible, which I did not expect. It was not in anything anywhere. But 3840 by 2160, we are in full HD, and there's actually one game on here already. I don't even know if it'll scale. No, it will. Oh, maybe. Did it die or did Razer kill it? Razer might kill it. Hey, actually. It's actually the only game that I have on this computer right now. It's the original most wanted. So just a little half of it. It'll only go to 60 minutes. Never mind. Okay. I'm gonna download Horizon 4 and we'll pick this up when it's done in like 6 days. And I wish I were kidding, but I'm really... Okay, I'm kidding a little bit, but it'll take it a good while. Yeah, it'll take a while. I gotta zoom all the way out on the camera just to even get the whole thing in frame. So, Forza is downloading. It's 75 gig download, which on my 25 meg connection will be, if I'm lucky, overnight plus breakfast, and I'll be able to finish this video. So, for now, I'm just doing some editing and working on the Supercard event for this weekend. I am absolutely loving the real estate so far. I can't see a 24-inch monitor to save my butt anymore. And for video editing and scanning, this is going to just be absolutely awesome. So I will see you when this has finished downloading. Alright, so it only took overnight to download the main game, and I did not even get the 2 expansions downloaded by the time I got up and said, forget it, this is good enough. So, this is for the Horizon 4. Now, for those of you that are saying, hey you moron, that's just a console game, why are you even wasting your time, we don't care, you should use Shadow of the Tomb Raider. One, Shadow of the Tomb Raider is just a game that Linus uses to benchmark stuff. Nobody actually plays it. Don't even give me that. You know darn well nobody's actually playing Shadow of the Tomb Raider on these. Number two, this is a 4790K with a 1660 6 gig. This is not going to handle higher resolution games at 4K. Horizon 4, this can handle at 4K. I am on high settings and pegging 60 FPS with about 90% GPU utilization. Could I go to Ultra? Probably, but this is good enough for what we're discussing here. Also, Forza is the main game that I play, and having finished the car collection in Motorsport 7, there's really nothing more to do there. So the loose ends that I have to clean up are in Horizon 4, so we might as well just play around with that. So for demonstration purposes, this is very, very effective. Now, this monitor is not HDR, so my Xbox One X does still beat it a little bit, but the 1 millisecond response time is still really nice. I don't really notice the 60 hertz. That doesn't really bother me. I understand higher refresh rates can make a difference, but I have played on 60, 144. I don't see any difference personally. I also do not play Counter-Strike, and very, very rarely will play a first-person shooter of any kind other than Borderlands, so it really isn't something that I'm that worried about, as this is not going to be used for gaming. I could buy a $5,000 top-of-the-line system and would rave about its editing performance as opposed to its gaming performance, because I just do too much on my computer to spend time gaming on it. I'm always rendering, downloading, processing, doing something. So actually playing on it isn't anything I'm really not worried about. But yeah, I'm in race 96% on the GPU, but I'm still getting a consistent 58 to 60 frames. So for that, I'm going to call this test valid, and I'm not going to bother taking the time to install anything else. I don't really have anything else even to install for computer. If I were to purchase one of the other modern games that is commonly used, it would literally be just for benchmarking, and I just don't do enough right now with different hardware to make it worth the cost. So as far as this monitor goes, it's absolutely awesome. Now it is sold out everywhere. Retail price, I think Amazon had it for about $350. I don't know that it's worth that, but if you're looking for a 4K monitor that does not have HDR and is still okay for gaming but doesn't have the higher refresh rate, this is still a very good value. Otherwise, I would say go ahead and get up into the 450, 500 bracket and look at some of the higher end gaming monitors there, because that's going to be where your butter zone is if you're wanting to spend that kind of money. For me, it's not worth spending that kind of money. But this is absolutely awesome, and I'm absolutely loving using it for scanning and word work and email and that kind of stuff today while waiting for everything else to download and for everybody to go to bed so I can make this video in peace. So for me, this is absolutely perfect. I do not regret getting more than one. As much as I would love to have a giant L-shaped desk, I just do not have a room that is big enough to actually make it feel right. To have one as big as what I would want would just overwhelm the entire room, and to just have one smaller just would not be enough space for me. So these would be awesome in a triple monitor setup, but I just do not have anywhere close to the amount of space. So one is absolutely perfect. I do not regret only getting one, because it's just too much space to do multiples. But I'm super, super happy with it. The bad news is that the good news is my new desk is scheduled for delivery tomorrow, so this has all got to come down and get staged, and then we'll rebuild the new desk. So keep an eye out for that video. Like, comment, subscribe. Thank you for watching. Have fun, and we will see you in the next one. Stay safe.